Welcome back to another episode of Yours Truly.
Whoa, welcome back. Sorry, I was guzzling some Gatorade.
Guzzling your Gatorade. Still on the Gatorade kick,
Still
I
on
see.
the Gatorade.
Love that for you.
Still on that Gatorade grind.
I am concerned
I don't know
slightly
what.
of how much you're supposed to
I
drink
don't know
of that,
what
but
poison I'm actually putting in my body,
that's
to
all
be
right.
honest.
What poison are we all putting into
So
our
true.
body?
If it's not this, it's something else.
Exactly. You can't win. Yeah. So I cut out my creamer that's illegal in other countries, but I've replaced it now with Crystal Light. So who's to say?
We were talking
better?
about Crystal Light. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something
How is
good.
it only 5 calories?
I don't
and how is there
understand.
no sugar in it?
Literally, I don't know. It
And I don't
definitely
want to know.
It definitely gives off the illegal creamer vibe, but
Yeah.
like it's legal.
No one
so.
tell me. So
No, yeah, we don't want to.
this isn't an invite. I don't want to know. I'm living in my ignorance, and let me.
We
live
both
in it.
love Crystal Light, so
It's so good. Something I don't know why it's come up to talk about this TV show, but I found myself thinking about it a lot lately. Total Drama Island.
Oh my gosh.
Is one of the weirdest
I
things that
watched that show with my brother.
I know.
And I
just
loved that show.
Can't
Yes.
understand.
Total Drama
Or
Island.
like remember like how we came to that as a concept, except it is like Survivor.
It is.
It's Survivor.
Then there was Total Drama Action too.
Yeah.
I watched both.
I just like feel like I've been thinking about it so much because I like was on track like watching it week by week.
Yeah.
To see who was gonna be voted
Literally,
out.
no. I agree.
And I think it's genius. Like I don't know who came up with it, but it was like reality. It was a reality show, but it was all animated, so it was obviously all fake and scripted.
Yes.
And not real. I just think it's the most creative idea.
That's so crazy that you brought that up because that's like it's like a pocket in my mind.
I know.
That like disappears for a while and then like something will trigger it and be like, oh my gosh.
Even
that
worse,
show.
like I vividly remember plot lines in it. Like
Oh really? I don't. I remember some characters.
Duncan with the green mohawk. And he
I
ended up
remember
with like
the characters, yes.
that nerdy goody two shoes girl.
Yes.
The guy who won. I like vividly remember so much of that show because I watched it with my siblings.
What network was that on?
Cartoon
was it
Network.
Cartoon Network? Okay. Cartoon
and then they
Network
just,
had
like,
some
blew
weird
up
shows.
a lot. It
Yeah.
was so weird. It was like Fear Factor, Survivor, and then also a dating show. Like they just put all these different things.
They just
and it
like
was so
combined
good.
all real reality shows into like one animated
It
one.
was, and I loved it.
I liked the host.
And I was dressed like Jeff Probst. I was like, this is amazing.
What made you think of that this
I
week?
literally don't know. I
That's
just
so
like was
funny.
thinking about reality TV, and then I was like, Total Drama Island was such a good
Island.
reality TV.
Crazy. Blast from the past.
But I just had to talk about it a little bit.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
On my list, there's been some pregnancy announcements in
Oh my gosh, there has
pop culture that we should touch on.
Yeah, Margot.
Margot
Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
is-
I had to look that up to see if that was real.
You thought it was fake?
Because the first time I saw it, it was like a pregnant Barbie, like the doll, and I was like, "Oh, is this a bit?"
I wouldn't have believed it then either.
Yeah.
She looks great. She was at Wimbledon showing off her baby bump.
Yes.
I don't really know where she announced it. Do you?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I saw the Barbie doll thing
It's
first,
weird,
but I'm
because I don't think she has social media.
No. I mean, once people see
Yeah.
to an extent.
Yeah. Who else?
Lindsay Hubbard,
Oh my gosh.
she's pregnant.
Have we not talked about this?
No.
Shut up. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
now this is a topic.
Yeah.
I think what's crazy is she was pregnant when they filmed Summer House Reunion.
Yes, I know.
And she knew it by then.
Yeah.
And so I think it's so fake of her to come at Carl like that as much as she did.
Yeah.
When she was already pregnant with some other guy.
Yeah.
I just like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be like a woman hater. Because I feel like after the reunion, I saw so much feedback of like so many women were like, Andy gave like all the guys such a pass and like Lindsay did nothing wrong. And I was like, I can't get on that train. Like,
No.
I think she's nuts.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
I mean, yeah,
I think she's crazy.
there wasn't one person in the Lindsay Carl thing that like did everything right.
No, Carl
Again, it
has
was
his faults.
It was
Carl
a
is-
breakup and it's messy, but
yeah.
Lindsay's crazy and
Yeah.
she just like watching her argue. I'm just like, you'll never see any other side.
No, and I think that's what baffles me so much about so many of these Bravo shows is they're such hypocrites because I am now on season 13 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Okay. Oh, you're almost to the end.
I know.
Or recent.
Literally, and it's crazy because during the reunion, like during all the reunions or even any of the times they're fighting, they will not let each other finish a sentence because for the most part, I honestly don't think a lot of the times they do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the times these people say something and it comes from a genuine place.
Yeah.
They just say it so stupidly. And then the other person that gets so offended won't ever let them explain where they were coming from. And so I like want to pull my teeth out when I watch it because
I mean, listening to people argue isn't like something I regularly enjoy, but like when they're just cutting each other off and like someone can't say a full sentence, I'm like, what?
I think I'm a glutton for punishment. Obviously, I don't like it, but I've watched so much of it now that I'm like, this is such good TV.
I feel like in that reunion though, Andy didn't. I feel like West had his like they were pretty hard on him, and then you just can't like dog on him the whole time though. No. You got to move on to other topics.
No, and I think Lindsay just was dogging on Carl the whole time.
Yeah.
And Carl was just at a place where he's like, I want nothing but the best for you, but like I respectfully didn't want to marry you. Yeah. That's why I called off the wedding.
Exactly.
And so I think it's crazy. And now obviously it's for the best.
Oh yeah.
But I think she would still be bitter with Carl.
Yeah.
Even though now like she needed to go through all of that to like end up with who she is now, and she's pregnant. She's going to get everything she wanted.
Yeah.
Great for her. What I don't understand is they started filming Summer House.
Yes.
Her and Carl are both in it again.
I know. I saw
and I'm like,
the only one not in it is Danielle. And I was like, yes.
I know. Respectfully, could not stand Danielle.
Yeah. I'm shocked
don't
they're
know how
both.
She's been in it for the last 9 seasons.
I'm shocked that Carl and Lindsay are both in it though.
I don't understand. They're both in they're like, these people are in their 40s.
So she's going to be like, she's pregnant while they're filming.
Is her boyfriend going to be in it? I don't know.
Crazy.
But I also, this last week, because Hannah Berner came out with the special.
Yes.
I haven't watched it.
I did.
You did?
I did.
What did you think of it?
I think she's funny. I like her and Paige's dynamic. I like Giggly Squad. She does tend to dip into like pretty
inappropriate.
I feel like it's really annoying when female comics like. It's like I feel like sometimes they only talk about like inappropriate stuff. Yeah. And like she's so funny when she talks about regular stuff too.
Yeah.
So I didn't appreciate like some of the humor. It just like isn't my humor. But I do think she has a funny like what is that called when like the way they delivery on things. I like her take on a lot of like things, but not the inappropriateness.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of raunchy comedy, like, across the board.
Yeah.
So, like, most dude comedians I don't think are funny either.
Yeah.
And so, Nate Bargatze's pretty much, and John Mulaney.
Yeah.
And then women comedy, I don't even know if I've really been able to find much of anyone. Because of her new special, though, she's been on so many platforms promoting it, like doing different interviews. And something that I thought was really sad that she kind of shed light on was she was originally on Summer House for 3 seasons, and I did not like her on Summer House. I wanted her out because I was like irritated with her. I thought she was very hypocritical and like rude and mean. But she like talked a lot recently about how like devastating it was and humbling it was to like have a group of friends all publicly on one stage say they no longer wanted to be your friend and wanted nothing to do with you. She's like, that was like my low. And I was like, man, I kind of feel like a jerk now because that would also put me
I
in,
heard
like,
her. It was probably a similar interview. I heard her talking about like how on the show you like really can't trust anyone because everyone's trying to like go for their own narrative and like want them to look the best, so they will throw anyone under the bus if it makes them look better on national TV. And she's like, that just I couldn't handle that. And I was like, honestly,
I would never be able to handle that. Not at all.
Yeah, I think it was a good decision for her to.
I agree.
To not come back.
So she is. Lindsay Hubbard is pregnant, and wish her the best. But
there's one more. The last pregnancy was Gypsy Rose.
Oh my gosh,
Gypsy Rose is pregnant.
Yeah, she's kind of
She's crazy. I think I'm just having a hard time wrapping my head around the fact that she
killed her mom.
conjures up a guy, gets a guy to kill her mom.
Yeah.
Goes to prison, finds a guy in prison.
Yeah.
Gets married, comes out, gets divorced, finds another guy. Like, I'm just like, girl.
What I'm thinking is she was like so popular at the beginning of the year when she was coming out of prison because it was kind of a bit like people were like, man, how is she going to reacclimate to this world? And like, it's weird that we were so into it, but I was like, I'm so like interested to see what happens.
It was a weird phenomena, yeah.
And then like, I mean, after 1 week she's out of prison, I don't care anymore. Like, who cares? She's out. And now I think she's just like trying to chase this fame of like when she got out of prison / when she was in prison, because the shows and like it became a big true crime case while she was already in prison. And so now I feel like she's like doing all these crazy things to get like media attention.
I'm just like
she doesn't work.
What? I'm just saying she has game.
Oh, well.
She has game that I do not have. I mean, like, get it, girl.
Yeah, I guess. Neither seemed like great options for me anyway. So.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I think I wish her all the best. Hopefully this guy will stick, and
I hope she doesn't do what her mother did to her.
Yeah, hopefully.
Welcoming a newborn child in the world.
Yeah, but that's all. Yeah,
that's crazy.
All the pregnancy announcements that I have.
I wanted to talk a little bit about The Bachelorette.
Oh, yes.
Because it started. Are you watching?
I did watch.
Okay.
I wasn't going to, but then I was like,
I know what am I doing. Of course I'm gonna watch.
The thing I love about The Bachelorette is a room full of dumb dudes. It's hysterical. They're so entertaining. They're so entertaining.
The egos that come into play, but the way they manifest themselves differently than the women.
Yeah.
Like the women is a whole different kind of entertaining where they'll like plant seeds of lies and then like do cat fights and like it'll like slowly build where you just feel this huge tension.
Yeah. Dudes
like go in just arms swinging right out the gate.
Yeah.
And you're just like, whoa, I don't know what happened.
It's such a power play.
I got to the part where, it was so awkward. This guy rolls up in the car. Was it a Ferrari?
I don't know.
Rolls up in a Ferrari, whatever, nice car, and introduces himself to Jen. And later, he takes her back to the car, and they're talking in his car.
Somehow the keys got thrown or something.
I think Jesse Palmer got the keys.
Yeah.
And then the producers were probably like, and this other guy named Marcus, kind of a meathead in my opinion, major meathead, somehow gets these guys' car keys, starts honking the car
while they're sitting in their car.
While the two of them are sitting in the car, goes up and he's like, hey, get out of the car. And the guy's like, this is my car. And Marcus is like, well, I'm going to take her out on a ride. And
I got the keys.
I have the keys. And he's like, are those my car keys? And he's like, yeah.
And Jen's just sitting there.
Jen's just like, And then he's basically like, they're just like staring at each other saying nothing.
So awkward.
Because the guy's like, get out of the car. And he's like, but this is my car. I feel like it's like one of those situations where he's like trying to figure out if it's a joke or like if this is real world. He's like, but this is my car, right? So he eventually gets out of his own car.
And then they go, then.
And he leaves because like he doesn't want to seem like a jerk.
Yeah.
And then this like other guy gets in and he's like, all right, here's the keys to Jen. And she's like, I'm not going to drive this guy's car without him in it. And you, a random man driving it. Like, so weird.
It was very weird.
So weird. Yeah. So awkward. I was
when
just
they like come and interrupt each other, it's way weirder than like when the girls do it. Like, it's like,
because like the girls, I feel like girls will bury little microaggressions like that, like deep down. So then 8 weeks into the show, when they explode on the littlest thing, it all stems back from that. The dudes won't let anything pile up. No. So it's like arms swinging the entire season.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I mean, I find it very entertaining.
Yeah, it is entertaining.
I love it. So I will be watching.
So I'll be I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch.
Yeah. I like Noah's younger brother too that's on it.
Oh, yes.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
Bummer. He's a pilot.
I always have such a
I
hard
could
time
not.
in the beginning.
I don't remember any of them.
I don't. Yeah.
I was trying to take notes.
I did think the guy that like came in with the gauze on his head, I thought that was kind of weird.
I did too.
But like kind of funny. I feel like
No, okay, well, hold on. Because the gauze was fine. Like, Jen's a nurse. So
Yeah.
he rolled up on a stretcher with gauze
Yeah.
around his face and in a nursing
like his
gown.
face was covered.
And he was like, I am sick in love for you or something.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Funny. However, he wore nothing
Yes,
underneath the
that
nursing
I
gown.
was like, I don't know. But
So,
I think
wide
it was,
open.
it was
Everyone saw it. She saw it. And he didn't change.
No.
He stayed in it
He
the rest of
committed.
the night.
I do appreciate the commitment to the bit. I think it was funny that like his face was covered until they had a conversation. I was like, that would have probably made an impression.
I do think I would have sent him home for the pure fact that he was naked underneath that. So
Really?
yeah, I think I would have. I was her,
Yeah.
and that was like first impression. I'd be like, yeah, no,
It's a
already
no
like
for me.
not into it.
Yeah.
He's attractive though.
Yeah. We'll see. He maybe has like class clown energy kind of, so we'll see.
I feel like that class clown energy wouldn't vibe with me though.
Yeah.
Maybe if like you're looking for like that sort of
Yeah.
funny personality, but in my mind, I'm like, you're annoying right out the gate.
Yeah. There's different kind of categories of class clown, I feel like.
Because like I can do big personality, like the one guy, Devin. Big personality, but like charming.
Mm-hmm.
That just came off like very like chauvinistic to me. And like cocky.
Well,
so look at that. Different interpretation.
I thought differently. But, I mean, I didn't appreciate the bare butt, but
yeah.
him
that
wearing,
would have like that's the reason I would have sent him home.
I mean, he didn't look as good as any of the other guys, so to me that's not like, oh, I'm so you know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
I usually do think though, if I was Jen, based on what their opening line to me was, I'd be like, I'm out. Like, go.
They're all, to me though, they're all cringy, like all of them. So I'm like, well, I gotta at least. They're like, they're all cringy to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, ew.
That makes sense. I thought the one where his parents are from Vietnam is really sweet.
Yeah.
I liked him. I thought he was cute.
Yeah.
He was adorable.
So yeah. Sometimes
See?
it's so nice.
This is so funny. Opposite ends. We have just such
like,
different.
Oh, it's too nice.
We're farly into these very different people, me and Asia.
That's fine.
It's one thing we know about us. Very opposite ends of the spectrum.
It works for us.
I mean, yeah. It's not like it's really happened.
Hasn't worked, but
it's not like we've really ever had a situation where we're both like
into
so it's fine. But that's the Bachelorette. I think Jen will grow on me. I like don't really like her that much.
She's not my favorite, but I don't hate her.
That's good. So I'll keep watching. The new Twister movie. I want to talk about Glenn Powell.
I'm excited.
I feel like we're in a Glenn Powell-ification as a society. Like Glenn Powell,
we as a society are loving him.
He's everywhere
he is
right
everywhere,
now.
Yeah.
And I don't hate him, which is shocking.
Yeah. I don't really have an opinion about him. I
like him.
Yeah, I think I didn't really love that Anyone But You movie.
Fair.
I feel like it was like if you typed in AI or ChatGPT, like write a rom-com, that's what would have happened. Yeah. They would have spit that out.
We're battling opinions today, I feel like.
You liked it?
I thought it did what I wanted it to do as a rom-com.
ChatGPT always does what it needs to do.
ChatGPT would be a family affair.
No.
Like that wouldn't, like it would have been way worse. Like I don't think ChatGPT would have come up with, what's the Natasha Bedingfield song?
That was a good trope.
Like there's a little bit.
That was a good trope.
Like there were a couple bits where it was like, all right. But like I wouldn't say, was it better than like classic rom-coms like 13 Going on 30? Nowhere close. Not even in the same caliber. But was it better than a rom-com like Family Affair or Your Place or Mine? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I would say it was a very mid movie, but I didn't dislike it.
I would categorize
I would throw it on.
I would categorize it as mid. I just felt like it was like,
So, okay.
But
so similar-esque.
I liked him in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he did great.
Yeah.
I thought his Hitman movie on Netflix was all right too. That's the thing. I think almost everything he's in is just very mid.
I'm hoping this Twister one is good though, because I also love Daisy Edgar Jones.
Yeah, I've never seen the first Twister.
And I love the first. My family I grew up on the first Twister. We lived in the Midwest.
You guys grew up on a lot of movies.
Yeah, we were big movie people.
Big grow up on kind of people.
Yes, and I grew up with two brothers. So do you think I'm watching rom-coms? No.
No, so
I'm watching
rare.
Lord of the Rings, Gladiator, and Twister.
And I have seen none of those. I was watching Grease, 13 going on 30, and while we were sleeping.
Yeah, I saw those movies in my adulthood.
I saw them as a child. So that's so funny. I'll have to watch the new Twister because I do want to see it.
Yeah.
But Glenn Powell's the highest paid actor right now.
What?
Like, he is like the hottest actor to get on a movie right now.
Wow.
Like, highest bid.
I would have not guessed that.
I'm trying to think of who that was like a few years ago where they're in everything. You like look and there's the same person over and over and over and over and over again. I feel like it was Zac Efron at one point.
Yeah.
Zac Efron. It was Reese Witherspoon for a minute there.
Yeah. I feel like to me though, when I think of highest paid actor, I'm like they're not in a lot because they're hard to get, and like they'll only go for like I think that's why my mind is going like really.
But in my mind, I think those actors say no to roles.
Yes.
So
yeah,
they might be really, really highly paid.
Yeah.
But because they turn stuff down so much.
Yeah.
Because Leonardo DiCaprio is not going to go out and do a movie.
Exactly.
Like
That's why when I think like
Powell.
highest paid actors, I'm thinking like Leo or Brad Pitt or something, where
I
they
think like
would be really hard and expensive to get.
Yeah, but I think it's the same. I'm thinking of the other person right now, like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I wouldn't say is the best actor, but a few years ago, he was in everything. He was in everything, and he was like the highest paid actor because he was in everything. Crazy. So I'm like, these people, they're nothing to write home about, but
yeah,
I feel like I'm in for a decent time when I go to one of their movies, like 2 or 3 stars out of 5.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not like it's not the worst time I've ever had. Would I pay $20 to go?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So no, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was in everything too a few years ago.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of stuff. So I feel like that's the Glenn Powell era is what we're in right now.
Yes.
It's Glenn Powell's world and we're just living in it. And he does Pilates and I love that for him.
Go off, King.
Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are coming out with their Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I don't really think I'm going to see it, but...
Whoa, why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm at a point in my life. I hit 25 and I said, it takes a lot to get me to go to a movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going to spend $15 on a movie ticket, it's got to be a good movie. Or even 25 after I get popcorn.
I'm a little bit looser. I'll go just for the fun of it.
Your family loves to go, though. Like, that is, like, your pastime.
Yeah. Yeah, we were big movie people, so.
I will go, and what we will see is that movie Trap.
Yes.
That movie.
M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah, I don't know.
He's coming out with a new movie, and it's like a thriller. It looks good. We're going to go.
Josh Hartnett's in it.
We're going together.
Yeah.
Day it comes out, we'll be there. It's about a serial killer, and they trap him in this concert.
Yeah, this whole concert's like a setup. He like brings his daughter to the concert, but the whole concert's supposed to be like a setup to catch this guy.
Yeah, because the FBI found out the serial killer
and
was
he like
be
realizes that it's happening, and he's like
once he's already in there
trying to get out of the venue.
Yeah, so he's trying to get out of the venue undetected.
Yeah,
and I'm ready for it. I'm gonna be excited.
Thrilling.
I will not be seeing the movie Longlegs though.
No,
I do want to talk about this for just a moment because I really want to watch it, but now I just can't because
I saw the preview a while ago in some movie, and I said the preview ended, and I said that looks like the scariest movie I've ever seen in my life.
Nicolas Cage is in it, and Nicolas Cage plays a serial killer, and apparently he's like so scary and like scary looking in this movie that the reason I want to see it is I saw one video on TikTok. I haven't seen the trailer. Nothing.
Don't.
I saw one video on TikTok promoting this movie, and it was the other actress that plays counterpart to him, where she's the FBI agent. She walks into an interrogation room with Nicolas Cage sitting there. her average resting, like her normal heart rate is 70 beats per minute. And the first time she sees Nicolas Cage dressed up as Longlegs in this interrogation room, it goes up to 170 beats per minute. And
Oh my gosh.
she has like a quote where she's like, it was like a visceral experience. I will never forget seeing him.
I
for the
will
first
say,
time.
though-
and I'm like, that done. I want to see it because of that. I was like, that's a great promotion. I was like, I don't want to know anything about this movie. I know nothing.
Them flipping that and
Done.
using that as marketing, I think is genius.
Genius.
I think the marketing,
So
because the
smart.
previews are well done, they're terrifying, but like, and the marketing, it like looks like I want to see it, but I don't at the same time.
I just, after that, I was like, sign up. I'm there. I was like, anything that could give
But
me
you're
a rush,
not?
like the Silence of the Lambs did the first time I
Yeah.
watched it, I'm chasing.
But you're not gonna see it.
No, I heard there was like demonic stuff in it, and that I think will
Yeah.
scare me a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Like Silence of the Lambs, I can be like, that was just a man.
Just a weird
Like that was
guy.
just a weird
Yeah.
dude sewing skin together,
Yeah, I
trying to
think they
make
were-
a body.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
he was really into bugs, and that was weird. Or there was Hannibal Lecter who cut the face off of a man and wore it. So I could leave
Pretty
that
messed
going
up.
like it was just a man at the end. A bullet
Yeah.
could kill him. Anything like satanic or demonic, no, I'm out. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what. No, I can't do it. It literally, I've never tried, and I don't think I ever will.
There's no need for you to.
No, I don't want to. You couldn't. Well, you could probably pay me to go watch it actually, so I can't go that far, but we'll see if I go. But I don't think I will.
We'll see.
So
Anyways.
probably not $15 worth.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I would want to watch that at home though. I don't want to invite that into my home.
I think if I watched it on my laptop, I'd be fine. Whenever I watch like anything slightly terrifying on my laptop, it seems a lot less scary than if I were to watch it on like a big TV. My laptop, I'm like,
We had
pause.
this argument. We can end on this. We had this
Okay.
argument with
Oh
some
my
friends
gosh.
about scary movies. If you're watching a scary movie, we have differing opinions
do.
on this. Would you rather like close your eyes and listen or plug your ears and watch when something's scary?
Yeah.
And I will close my eye. I'll listen, but I won't watch.
I'm the opposite. I will plug my ears and watch, or like I'll put it on mute and I can watch it and I'd be fine.
No,
like
no,
the noise
no.
to me is what makes all of that stuff so scary. Like in The Shining, if we didn't have the music of him like chasing through the maze, I don't think I'd be half as scared.
You're telling me the thing though is what I'm saying is my mind's gonna visualize what I'm seeing on the screen. So like a scary face or like the things that get me are like people in masks and stuff like that. If I see that, it's in my brain. So when I close my eyes to go to bed, I'm visualizing that face.
See what I think? we argued about this
I
for
know.
like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I think for me, if I can watch something and there's absolutely no sound and something were to like pop up, I like wouldn't be scared because I don't know that it's coming
But it's not okay. I
like
get
in the slightest at all. And so like
Yes.
for me, even if it's a mask, like there's no way a mask is that scary for me to stay up at night. It would be more like I'm already scared because like they're
Yeah.
alluding to like da-da-da.
I get like the jump scare. Like, yeah, I wouldn't get the jump scare, but I'm talking about like someone's face in a window or like something where like the image is burned in my brain and I'm thinking about that when I go to bed.
In my mind, there's nothing scary enough that would pop in my window. That would like beat.
Like a person with a mask on showing up in your window would not scare you? Oh my God.
I just feel like
Because like the movie The Strangers, not this new one, the
Okay.
old one, there's not a lot of sound or music in that. It's pretty silent and it's just like the people in the background are like being weird with these masks on and I'm like, it scared me to death. But I
mean,
get the jump scare part of it. Like I wouldn't get the jump scare, but I would get the thing that I think about over and over and over again as I go to sleep.
I see. The thing is, we both see each other's points,
Yeah.
but we just
We're just gonna land on
we're not
our
gonna like,
we're
yeah.
gonna land on our end, and
I
that's
feel
fine.
like if I'm watching like a thrasher movie, like Scream, take the sound out. Okay, it's some guy in a weird mask.
Or
killing
take the
people.
visual out, and I'm like, all right, I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I'm not as scared if she has to like run through the house, but it's on mute. I'm like, look, at that point in my mind, it just takes me out of it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
no longer in that reality at all.
Yeah.
I am simply just watching a screen. And I am like emotionally then detached
Yeah.
if I'm like not in it. Like, if
I
you're
feel
not
like though with the
immersed.
sound, I can like if I'm actively watching something and I'm like I just don't want to watch the scene, I can still follow what's going
That's
on.
valid.
With the sound.
There we go.
Okay.
So,
Well,
different thoughts there. Text us, I guess, and let
tit
us
for
know
tat.
your thoughts for it. But we were
Anyways,
pretty
well-
much divided down. There was like 8 of us arguing about it.
Yeah.
We were pretty much divided.
yeah, it was.
We
it was
were
50,
a house divided.
We were.
So we didn't come to any resolution that night, and we're not.
Everyone's
coming
gonna
to it
die on
now.
their hill. That's fine.
So thank you so much.
Thanks for listening.
I hope you have a great day.
Bye bye.
Bye.